Ackerman, and that woman in the sparkly top there is Beth Gettleman.
Hello.
Bow-tied gentleman is Daoud Hadami.
Hi.
And we are the founders and principals of the Catalyst team at Compass. And welcome to Staying Home for the Holidays with Trinity Shelter. Now, we were planning on throwing a big giant party with lots of people, everyone all dressed up and just breathing all over each other. But we're not sure if you're aware, that is a terrible idea these days.
It is. So here we are on the internet, and we got all dressed up for you anyway. We're people who spend our days helping people buy and sell homes. So we know just how important a home is and what it means to someone. And it's part of creating your life, memories, important milestones. And part of our mission is to not only help people find their home, but it's to get involved and support and help our local communities.
That's right. And we were introduced to Trinity Shelter a couple of years ago through my oldest and dearest friend, David McMahon, who's the board president. Trinity Shelter is a homeless shelter for LGBTQ plus youth and young adults. They provide them with housing, support, and resources, and have successfully helped 80% of their residents achieve independent living.
So we are huge supporters of this amazing organization that has done such tremendous work with an extremely vulnerable population, and COVID has hit them hard. So while we were all sitting at home in our soft pants with nothing but time, the internet, and carbohydrates, we thought we would call up all our fancy friends, put together an internet party, and raise Trinity Shelter some much needed cash.
That's right. And coming up, we are excited to have Marty Cummings as our special guest host with Coleman Domingo, Maulik Pancholy, Alexis Michelle, Tomas Matos, and from Trinity Shelter, Wendy Kaplan and David McMahon, Catalyst team member Rachel Polakar, Elizabeth Ann Stribling from Compass, and my buddy Rob Smigel brings us Triumph the Insult Comic Dog.
So thank you to all of you for being here with us tonight. Now, let's get this thing started. We're going to bring out one of my oldest and dearest friends, John Carroll. John is a Broadway veteran who is now a therapist serving the LGBTQ plus community at his practice, Equity Therapy. And without further ado, let's hear some words from John.
Hi, I'm John Carroll, a licensed psychotherapist at Equity Therapy here in Manhattan. It takes a lot of strength for someone to live their authentic life. Yet, for many LGBTQ youth, the mere fact of living one's truth is cause for family rejection. Did you know that LGBTQ youth are 120 times more likely to face homelessness? In fact, LGBTQ youth make up around 40% of homeless youth population. The mental health ramifications are so severe that studies indicate that 60% attempt suicide. Now, I know that these statistics are sobering, and I don't just want to leave you with numbers. I want to leave you with a sense of hope. Hope that we, on an individual level, can make a positive change. A donation to Trinity Shelter provides a much-needed springboard to success that many LGBTQ homeless youth not only need, but deserve. As a mental health clinician, I'm well aware that social services right now are very underfunded and stressed to the limit. Trinity Shelter not only provides housing and food, but much-needed services like case management, education, career counseling, access to comprehensive physical and mental health care. Now, there are many ways that we can be an advocate to the LGBTQ community, but what better way than to right now make a donation to Trinity Shelter? Thank you, be well, and be healthy.
I'm originally from here, but I was raised in South Carolina.
I am originally from a little place outside of Dallas, Texas.
I'm from New York.
Yeah,
Brooklyn.
I moved here like in July.
I'm still in high school.
Trinity Place is awesome.
Of course, I have a bed I can sleep in at night. I'm provided with food, and I also have a shower to be able to shower.
They give us free weekly Metro cards, and They have refrigerators here that we can buy groceries and stock our food here, and storage space for our stuff.
Oh my gosh, the food, the staff. I mean, it's multiple things.
You're safe, you know, you have people that care about you.
I quickly made friends with almost all the staff here, so whenever they're around, I kind of just look forward to just talking to one of them.
We love our staff members, yes. Give it up for the staff.
It means a lot coming from what I've experienced before, just from, you know, sleeping outside and at the ferry and in my car, and I've come a long way from where I was this time last year, and Trinity Place definitely played a big part in that.
Knowing that where you could lay your head at, with people you don't even know, but you guys have the similarity of this lifestyle that you guys are going through because of your sexuality. And Trinity Place actually respects that, so I love that.
I don't know much about other shelters, but this shelter is like really helping me get back on my feet.
I really took advantage of building a foundation here.
Definitely consider going to community college soon. I don't know when, but it won't be anytime soon, but hopefully when I get things together and in order, I'll start applying for it.
Right now, I'm in college. I went back. This is my second semester. My major is business and computer programming.
I thought I was just going to become a physician's assistant, but that's still on the agenda. But I'm probably going to get more into filming.
Well, actually, I was hoping of being a videographer.
Well, I would like to be a social worker to help LGBT kids also.
Actually, I want to go to college and join the RTC program. And once I graduate, I'll become an officer in the United States Army. I'm currently in the reserve, so this helps me a little bit.
My next step of leaving here, I'm hoping to be able to get my own place.
I'm homeless, but I don't feel like I'm homeless because I have so much support that's around me.
This here is just like with family. Like, we really all get along here. Like, our staff members are like our parents, family. That's what it's like here. I really love it here.
Wow, what amazing work Trinity Place Shelter is doing. And now I am delighted to introduce you to a great friend of Trinity Place Shelter. They are not only a drag artist, television producer, and activist, but they are also running to be the first openly non-binary New York Council member. Let's give a big virtual welcome to our MC for the evening, Marty Gould Cummings.
Hi everybody, I'm Marty Gould Cummings and I am so excited to be with all of you tonight. My pronouns are they, them, theirs, and we are gathered virtually for Trinity Place Shelter, an organization that is working so incredibly hard to help our LGBTQIA+ community. So thank you for taking the time to be with us tonight. I am so incredibly honored to be hosting this event. So throughout the night, make sure you are going to our GoFundMe page and donating to help support this organization. As with most nonprofits, COVID has really changed the game. COVID has impacted us in really astronomical ways, which is why we need your help now more than ever. This pandemic has shifted our shelter from one where residents have a safe space to sleep and cook meals to being a full-time shelter in place, which has tripled. You heard that correct. It has tripled the budget. Tripled the budget. Tripled the budget. Go to the GoFundMe. So, this is why we are here today, to ask for your help in giving hope to this organization, this incredible organization which has given hope to so many. We have so many special guests tonight. I know you're on your couch or you're in your bed or wherever you are in your apartment, but get those little seatbelts because we have an amazing night. And I am incredibly honored to be emceeing this evening. So thank you all so much for being here with us. Okay, get ready. We have some awesome special guests tonight, including appearances from Friends of Trinity Place, Coleman Domingo, Maulik Pancholy, and yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, you heard correctly, Triumph the Insult Comic Dog. It is my incredible honor to introduce to you one of the most kind-hearted, selfless, giving, compassionate, loving human beings I've ever had the privilege of being acquainted with. She is the epitome of grace and kindness. Please welcome Wendy Kaplan.
Hi, my name is Wendy Kaplan, and I am a social worker, and I am the director of Trinity Place Shelter. I've worked at Trinity Place for 10 years at this point, and I can still happily profess that it continues to be a labor of love. So what does Trinity Place Shelter do? We provide a safe, affirming refuge for LGBT youth ages 18 to 24. At Trinity Place, they live and they heal from multiple layers of trauma, namely the trauma of being rejected by one's family of origin. So while at Trinity Place, our social workers ensure that our residents are connected to the resources and the supports that they need in order to get a meaningful foothold out of homelessness. Folks can stay at Trinity Place up to 1.5 years, and this is very unique for shelters. We want our residents to use this time to ground themselves and get out of survival mode and exit the cycle of homelessness. So I was just talking yesterday to a young person who lives at Trinity Place who just received housing, and he'll be moving out in a few days. So he was reflecting on his time being homeless, which was about 3 years for him. And he was saying that during this time, you're in survival mode and you cannot think ahead to your future because you're thinking, where am I going to sleep next? What's my next meal? He was saying that by being at Trinity Place, being able to catch your breath, knowing that you can stay here for a meaningful amount of time, and then after this comes stable housing, has changed everything for him. He now has a vision. He can look beyond his work as a cashier and say, what do I want to do with myself and my life? I have opportunities in front of me. I have choices ahead. He's now in a place where he can be envisioning a rich and vibrant future. So that's some of the profound and important work that we do at Trinity. I also want to share with you what we've been doing in the pandemic. So when the pandemic hit in March, we couldn't close our doors because our residents had nowhere else to go. So instead, we expanded our services, and we have been running 24/7 since March 14th. So it's now 8 months later, and we are still here operating 24/7. Now more than ever, the money that we raise here tonight has such import. I want to break it down for you, just some fun numbers to give a little meaning. So let's say you donate $18. $18 can pay for 1 month of Netflix. And yes, that's the premium subscription. I'll tell you why the premium subscription is very important for us. That means that a group of residents can sit around the large TV watching a movie together. It also means those who need to curl up in their bed and be alone can watch a movie of their choice. So no one's excluded. And a premium subscription avoids a lot of tension in the house. So what about the cell phone? That's $60 a month. So a donation of $60 would pay for 1 month of our cell phone. That's a lifeline from our staff to our residents. What about $100? So a donation of $100 would pay for laundry for a week for all of our residents. donation of $500, that would pay for a brand new bed, the frame and the mattress. We want our folks here to be comfortable and be in comfortable beds. And in all that we do, we want our residents here to be comfortable, to know that they're cared for, and to know that our house is ample and for them. So please give what you can, give what is meaningful to you and what makes sense for you. And thank you. Thank you for partnering with us and for making a real difference in the lives of those who live at Trinity Place. It means so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Wendy. Mwah. Thank you for all you do. I love you. You're amazing. Now coming up, we're going to find out from some of our special guests what home means to them. And I want all of you at home right now to answer that question. What does home mean to you? For me, home isn't necessarily the four walls that we're living in. Home to me is community, is having a safe space to be yourself and to express yourself and to gather as a community in joy and love. And Trinity Place creates that for so many young people. Home is about love and joy. So we have so many friends from the Trinity Place who have come together to help us with this fundraiser tonight, and we are so incredibly grateful for their support. So right now, as we are all sheltering in place for the holidays, let us remember and really consider what is home.
I think of a place where I feel safe and I feel loved and I feel like I have a community of people around me that support me.
Home is that place where you can feel tender and you can be imperfect and you can feel the truest sense of belonging because those who are home with you respect you and value you for who you are, all of you.
It's funny, I feel more at home when I'm at a protest for Black trans lives than I do on Staten Island, which is where I'm from. Which goes to show you that home does not necessarily have to be a location, but more a feeling. And more often than not, you find that feeling within your community. And I am so lucky and so blessed to know that my community, the LGBTQIA+ community in New York City, is where I find home.
What I think home means is having a place, a safe place, where you can either express yourself or explore what it means to express yourself safely.
I found as I've gotten older, I really learned to define what home means. It's a place where I can be myself. I can be surrounded by people who support me and love me. I can be confident in myself. And now I'm able to say, hey, I could live here. This could be home, or I really could be at home here. And I think home is where you find a place where ultimately you're free to be you.
Yes, comfort, satisfaction. Home is that special place where my tongue meets my pink thing. Yeah.
Home to me is someplace where you feel secure and safe and loved and free to be your authentic self.
Home means friends and family and loved ones. Home has been a lot for me on the road because you have to recreate home every time you go somewhere. I carry some mementos with me, some words, some books, always checking with my loved ones. Home is wherever my husband is. Home is wherever my dear friends are. Home is wherever creativity lies and opportunities for me. That's what home is for me.
What makes the LGBTQIA+ community so special? What do you think the answer is? There are no wrong answers. I'll tell you what I think makes us special. I love being queer. I love it. I love it. I love being a drag artist. I love being a non-binary person. I love being a part of this community that is so inclusive and is representative of every type of human being. That's what I love about being queer. We are from every country, every race, every religion, every economic background. Being queer is awesome. Can I curse? It's awesome. So now let's hear from some of our friends. What makes the LGBTQIA plus community so special?
There are so many of us. Oh, this is the most diverse, enormous, beautiful community. So whomever you are, wherever you're at in your life, there's community out there for you.
And I think the beauty of New York City and the beauty of the LGBTQ plus community here in New York City is that there is inclusivity and that we are raising the voices that are the lowest and the silenced. And as long as we keep doing that for our Black trans brothers and sisters, there will be actual change. We have to keep holding each other accountable, and we have to actually lift those voices up, mama, because without diversity and inclusion, there is nothing. You can't have one and not have the other.
It is a very strong community. It's a community that is built on the backs of incredible pioneers and mavericks, artists, people who go there to seek out their dreams and fight for them and fight for everyone's humanity, politically, socially, economically. So it's a very strong community, and I feel like New York City is always in my heart. Although I don't live there anymore, but I feel like a New Yorker at heart, especially part of the LGBTQ community.
It's a very resilient community, and it's a community that comes from a lot of different places, not solely being born here. Even though I'm a native New Yorker, I know a lot of people who are part of this community came from somewhere else. And, you know, whether it was because they needed to get away from where they were, or whether because they just came here to pursue their dreams, that's something that makes the LGBTQ community in New York City really unique, I think.
I think New York is one of the best LGBTQ communities because I happen to have been born in New York City, but majority of people are either from another country or from another state. And a lot of people who are part of our community come here seeking an environment in which they feel more comfortable, they can find their own tribe, they can find their chosen family. And no matter who you are, what you believe in, what your interests are, there's someone else out there for you. And that's the beauty of living in a city of 8.5 million people. And I'm really proud of New York for this. There's always someone you can turn to. Although it seems very lonely, if you keep looking, I promise you that person is out there.
New York City is the Emerald City in some ways for the LGBT community. It is a loving, free, wonderful place that is accepting and supportive, and you can find your tribe and your community here. That's the biggest thing, I think, is the place to come to find your community. And you can definitely do that in New York City.
Everyone knows lesbians are the best dog owners, the most loving, the most responsible, empathetic. I would love to have owners like that. Unfortunately, I'm allergic to flannel and Subarus.
You know, I always think that New Yorkers have this way of coming together and surviving through adversity. I feel like we've seen it, you know, post 9/11. We saw it during the coronavirus. Our city has done so well. And I think that's true of the LGBTQ community in New York City too. You know, we have really risen above and been there for each other, and I'm proud to be a part of it.
All right, you all are not ready. You are not ready for this. This is gonna be so good. Yeah. Oh, I just cracked my neck during that. I get to introduce one of my dearest drag friends who I've known for many, many years, an artist who is constantly working for our community, advocating for social justice, all while entertaining us and slaying Henny. From season 9 of RuPaul's Drag Race, please welcome Alexis Michelle.
Maybe this time I'll be lucky. Maybe this time he'll stay. Maybe this time, for the first time, love won't hurry away. He will hold me fast. I'll be home at last. Not a loser anymore, like the last time and the time before. Everybody loves a winner, so nobody loved me. Lady peaceful, lady happy, that's what I long to be. Well, all the odds are they're in my favor. Something's bound to begin. It's gotta happen. Happen sometime. Maybe this time I'll win. Oh, oh. Everybody, they love a winner. So nobody loved me. Lady peaceful, lady happy, that's what I long to be. Well, all the odds are they're in my favor. Something's bound to begin. It's gotta happen. Happen sometime. Maybe this time. Maybe this time I'll win.
Work, sis! Yes! Oh my God! Standing ovation, everybody at home, for Alexis Michelle. I love you. Thank you so much for performing tonight. Everyone go buy her merch, go buy her albums. We love you, Alexis, and thank you so, so much. Whew. What advice would you give to your 5-year-old self? I would tell my 5-year-old self, it doesn't matter what anyone thinks of you. You are exactly who you're supposed to be, and all those things that the other kids are picking on you for is what makes you incredibly awesome and special and what makes you shine. And I love you. So what would you tell your 5-year-old self?
You are worthy. You are lovable. And I promise you, when things feel really hard and you're scared, you will grow through this in beautiful ways. So hang on, and things get better.
I would tell my 5-year-old self that it's okay to be different, that it's okay to do things that people might make fun of you for, and that there's no reason to be ashamed of wanting to play dress up and express a part of yourself that maybe other people don't express. And that playing dress up is great and okay and normal, and that someday you will actually be able to make a whole life out of playing dress up.
To my 5-year-old self, I'd say, slow down. You don't have to stoop everything that moves. Think of the child support. Oh, and stay away from the 1-year-olds. Some of them look 1, but could be 11 months old, and then you're going to jail. Yeah, that's what I'd say. I'll be right there, honey. I'll be right there. I'll be right there.
would tell Elizabeth to never stop being that fabulous version of Elizabeth with the giant hair and the bathing suit askew and the big sunglasses upside down. When I was 5, I didn't care what people thought of me, and it took me a really long time to stop caring what other people thought of me. I was so concerned about what they thought and not about what I thought. And now here I am with, my hair happens to not be as big as it normally is, but I have giant sunglasses and I have a big personality and I'm over the top, and that's me, and I'm okay with that. And I want you to like me, but if you don't, that's okay, because at the end of the day, when I go to sleep, I love myself, and I wish I could tell the little version of myself that you'll get to this point, you'll get to it, but it's gonna be a little tough on the way there, but the most important thing at the end of the day is that you love yourself.
I would tell my 5-year-old self that life would be richer, fuller, easier, more loving, and better after I came out.
If I was going back to talk to my 5-year-old self, I would probably say, there are times when the world is going to knock you down and it's going to make you think that your imagination is nuts and that you have no right to have your big dreams. But don't listen to them. Hold on to those dreams, because that sense of play, that sense of life, that is everything.
I would say to my 5-year-old self to be patient, to know that you will find your tribe, to know that you will go through awkward years and strange years, and you'll lose your parents, but you won't lose your way. You need to have faith and always hold on to that faith. That's what I would say to that 5-year-old.
I would tell him that no matter how hard, strong, or determined people might be to get you down, keep that head up, keep that chest high, and don't let anyone knock your stride, because baby, you're going places.
I want to thank all of our amazing sponsors. Thank you to the Catalyst team at Compass for putting this together. You guys are incredible, and you've worked so hard on this event and so many events for Trinity Place. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I want to thank all of our special guests and our contributors who lent their time and their talent for such an incredible cause. Thank you so much for showing up and turning it out. Our evening has come to an end, but the work of Trinity Place continues because of people like you contributing to this incredible organization who has served over 700 LGBTQIA+ people experiencing homelessness. And like we said at the beginning of this program, our costs have tripled because of the pandemic. So we need your help. So thank you for taking time out of your day to enjoy this program, to donate to this organization, and I cannot wait until we are all in person together again, where we can share in each other's joy and warmth. Until then, be safe, be kind, and have a very happy holiday season, whatever you celebrate. Good night, everyone.
That was just wonderful. Thank you so much for supporting Trinity Place Shelter.
And I plan on breathing on every last one of you just as soon as we are allowed. And until then, our GoFundMe page will be live through the holidays if you'd like to share it on social media or contribute.
You should know there is a special holiday medley that will knock your socks off by our very own Rachel Polikar to bring us home.
Where we already are and have been for months.
Deck the hall with boughs of holly, fa la 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 la. 'Tis the season to meet jolly, fa la 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 la. Don we now our gay apparel, fa la 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 la. Troll the ancient Yuletide carol, fa la 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 la. You better watch out, you better not cry, you better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. He's making a list, checking it twice, trying to find out who's naughty and nice. Santa Claus is coming to town. holly, fa la 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 la.
I'm sure I fucked that up. So let's start over.
All right, let's start over.
Yeah, let's fucking start it over. Fuck it.
Okay, wait.
Thank you so much for supporting Trinity Place Shelter.
Oh, fuck me. God damn it.
We should
Oh, hello. Oh, damn it.
Sorry.
Let's have a party, we'll all dance the hora. Yeah. Fuck. Oh, fuck. God help me. And one foggy Christmas. Shit. Identify. Shit. Better not pout, I'm telling. What the fuck? Jesus. Oh my god. Fuck me. Big shit. It's only 3 fucking chords, Rachel. Fucking son of a bitch. Oh, what? Son of a bitch. Holy. Fuck. Heavenly peace. Oh my god.
Blake, close your door. I'm filming something. Blake. Sorry. My husband's on the phone with his parents. Boy, the wig stuck to me. Ooh, forgot to glue my wig right there. I love being queer. I love our community.